Up the hill out of Mousel. Look for these semi-tropical plants that we get down here. Amazing. So I just finished work. It's around 6 p.m. Grabbed all my kit and I'm gonna go on a stomp. I'm just gonna go on a stomp to like a small field type campsite because I'm trying to suss my gear out at the minute, and just trying to stay close to home and just something quite simple. So I'm either going to head to Belay campsite or I'm going to carry on going to a place called St. Loy campsite, just see what time it gets to and see how I get on really. It's beautiful actually on the walk that I'm going on. So I'm going to go through a place called Lamorna. I'm going to cut through some fields, through like a secret enchanted woodland, and on the way we've got some ancient sites to see. Yeah, it's going to be quite special. So yeah, come with me on this adventure. I'll show you where I am. Look, this is Mousel, and look at that. It's actually this weekend is Sea Salts and Sail, which I might try and film, actually do a little video on that, where all the old fishing boats and luggers come into the village. There's one actually on its way in, you can see over there, look, and some of them come from as far as France actually. There'll be music and there'll be it's a really great festival that happens in a village. Just on this quay here you can see just there's some flags on the quay there, and there's usually a guy that comes down and he brings his old ancient kipper shed, just wooden shed, and he puts it on the end of the quay and smokes kippers in that for the weekend, and they're the best kippers you've ever tasted. Proper old smoked kippers. Amazing. Look at that, look at the island, look over there. So we've got the island off Mousel, St. Clement's Isle, and you've got the Lizard Point right over there. St. Michael's Mount in the distance. Whoa, we got it all going on here. Amazing. Don't know if you can see it, you probably can in the GoPro in the distance, but that stone that's in the middle of the field there, we get a lot of those around here, and they're kind of, some of them are rub stones so cattle can rub against them, graze against them, and some of them are ancient menhirs, and they stand in a lot of the fields around here. So what happened was, in the 80s, I think it was, farmers started taking those out of the fields and using them as gate posts, that sort of stuff. And the cattle, so they started grazing against the walls and knocking the walls down. And the farmers went, oh, wait a minute, those stones were actually put there by our ancestors for cattle to graze against. They're rub stones, and they had to put them all back because the cattle were just knocking all the walls down. Amazing, isn't it, how some things aren't passed on through generations and we kind of lose the reasons for things, you know, a bit like all the ancient stone circles and everything. It's just not passed on of why they're exactly why they're there. So yeah, so if I see any more of those, I will point them out to you. So they're either rub stones, but some of them are ancient menhirs, which are kind of mark a ley line. So they might be as old as 3000 BC. I'm not sure the date on them, but they're certainly old. Some of them are really old stones. So the route that I'm taking now from Mousehole to Lamorna is an old church route which would have linked, well, it would have linked Lamorna to Paul Parish, which was Mousehole part of, and this is an ancient cross which marks the way. So imagine years ago people would have followed this route to go to church, and the X marks the spot. That's the, so you know you're going in the right direction to church. There's another rubstone or menhir there, look, in the field. This is a cool little farmyard here. I'm walking through. Oh, to your great gate. Seen better days. Love passing through like a freight train, just going out in the wilds and then hitting something like this, like a farmyard, and like passing through, just on the way through. We're not stopping, we're just cruising. You got a nice spot, haven't you? Some nice sea views over there, look. Lucky cows. What a place to live, eh? You come and say hello. Bye. See you again soon. This is part of a secret woodland here. You've been through all the fields and you get to this lovely secret spot. Look at all the twists and turns in the trees, look. Yeah. Very Celtic Cornwall. This is a really old bridge, which is now not much water in it because we're in the height of summer, but in the winter you wouldn't believe, but actually it's a bit of a flow in here. Look at that lily, look, it's a lily. This is all wild watercress, which you would never eat in a wild, grown from a wild stream, because watercress takes up all the bad things out of the water, and you can get serious tummy ache from eating those wild watercress. In this woodland here, just on this side, a friend of mine, it's quite a long time ago actually, probably about 20 years ago, maybe more than that, he cleared through here, and he cleared right through, because everything was all just choking up the stream and all this, the weeds and everything, and he found an ancient well in there. It's submerged, there's water covering it and mud covering it, but there's steps going down into an ancient well, and he believes it was a holy well, which was an ancient healing well, and it's in those woods in there somewhere. You wouldn't even find it on a map, I don't think. But Alec cleared all this back. It took him like a few weeks, I think. Onwards and upwards. Carry on. Look at these old Cornish stiles, look. All granite. Oh look, we've got an opening. I'm coming out of the woodland now. Into an opening, look. Into a lovely field, which would be perfect for camping, but it is private, unfortunately. And planted these trees. It's going to be lovely, isn't it, in the future when all these trees grow up. It's going to be a mini woodland. Coming through, cows. These are right big dairy cows, look. It's their mamas. You know, chaps, well, ladies. Aren't they beautiful? As beautiful as cows can get. Cornish dairy cows, there you go. That's where your Cornish ice cream comes from. Another style, loads of styles. You have Lamorna down there, look. See all the little cottages and houses in the woods. There's even a pub down there somewhere called the Wink. It's all hidden in the woodlands. Someone's been strimming, look. Cleared the path for us today. That's really good because last time I was here it was really overgrown and full of stinging nettles. I actually got stung a few times. So it's really nice to have a nice freshly cut footpath for us. Look at that, they must have known we were coming. Dropping down into Lamorna. There you go, you can just see Lamorna Cove down there with the car park. That shot with the fishing boat going out there, or the crabbing boat it looks like, I think. I like this style. Look at that, with the two uprights. Ooh. It's a proper old style, that one, look. Dropping down into these tiny fields. These old daffodil meadows. So here we are in Lamorna. Tiny laneway, look. It's actually a proper road, this main road. And there's the old mill. There's the old millstone. The stream's dried up a bit. It's only a few weeks ago and this was flowing fully down here. Covered all this. But we haven't had much rain recently. There's the Wink pub. Not today, I'm on a diet. There's Lamorna Village Hall. Looks like there's a party going on, 40th birthday party. Up the hill again. Nearly there. There's a menhir, look. I think that's a menhir. There's a big rock as well just below it, look, in the field. It's not really a big enough field for cattle, I wouldn't have thought. So, it could be a rubstone, but my money's on a menhir there. Now, which way? Belay campsite is just there, that farm, £10 a night. And St Loy campsite is probably a couple of miles that way. I don't know how much that is a night. Probably about the same, 10 quid. Ah, we'll keep going, shall we? Let's keep going on an adventure. We're on an adventure, aren't we? Keep pushing on. Plus, there's something special coming up. If you can see in the distance over there, there's a big standing stone, and there's another one further down in the fields. And they're called the Pipers. And I tell you what, I'll do another video on those at some point. I got a big surprise for you at the end of this field. This style. What surprise have we got here then? Now this, my friends, is the Merry Maidens. "19 stones, as there is in every stone circle down here in West Penwith, and this one, the Merry Maidens, is famous for a story which goes basically that this ring of stones were maidens who were dancing on the Sabbath, which was completely not allowed then, back in those days, whenever those days were, and whoa, a flash of lightning, and they all turned to stone. Now there's been some strange stuff going on here, and people have been up here, scientists, and they've got lots of energy from these stones, and there's lots of ley lines and stuff that run through this circle. It's quite a special place. It's only a stone's throw from the road, which you can see down there. You just park down there and walk up. So you would think possibly it's had a lot more investigation than other sites that are maybe isolated so much, like Boscawen Noon, which is an amazing stone circle, which actually hasn't been excavated. But this is the Merry Maidens, and there certainly is a vibe. And let's take you around, right? Let's have a run around the Maidens. Shall we start from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. 19 stones. The Merry Maidens. There is actually said to be the remains of another stone circle, and I think, or there's meant to have been another stone circle nearby, and it's possible that these are the remains of the other stone circle. Just got a couple of stones, and there's another one that's buried somewhere. But so I've had a disaster, problems with technology again. So I've got a problem with my SD cards at the minute, and I wiped my SD card last night and took all the old footage off it, and the GoPro's just given up and said that the SD card is full. And I know my camera is on my phone is fairly full as well. I'm gonna just show you this site where I am now, and I'll just have to do a bit of a shot when I get my tent and everything set up on site. I'm really sorry, my fault, problem with technology, but hopefully I've got some good footage anyway. Let me show you this site. So this is Tregifian Barrow, which is an old burial chamber, and they built the road actually going over the barrow. They cut the end of it off, which is really nice of them, isn't it, when they built it? So this barrow would have gone a lot further, but this is what we got left, and it's still really impressive. And you can look at a stone there, look, which is all hollowed out. That's not the original one. The original stone, which is hollowed out like that, is in a museum somewhere, but that is hand carved out by ancient man or woman, and that is Tregiffian barrow. Give it some scale, look. You see that? Tregiffian burial chamber, sorry, that's how they class it. It's the correct terminology for it. So there we have St Loy Woods just up ahead, and the campsite is just the other side of those woods. Bit of a cloud coming over, looks like it's threatening to rain. So I've been at the campsite for a while now. I've been here probably about an hour and a half, I would have thought, something like that. Yeah, I'm kind of all settled in. I've got the tent up, got my meals cooking. There's some people just parked up there, which I was chatting to the chap for a while. And I've got this chicken fajita with rice, and I've got a minced beef hot pot and a nice vegetable cup of soup. So we're all set up over there with my big Agnes copper spur ultralight tent. Brilliant tent, that is.
Morning. Just woken up. I had a fairly good night's sleep actually. Got about 6 hours. It's really good to be out. You can hear the birds outside. There's lots of bird activity here in the trees next to where I'm camped. Let's have a look out here. Let's see what we've got. It's 5:30 in the morning.
Oh, it's looking fairly... I reckon it's going to be a nice day.
But currently, yeah, it is drizzling a bit. Ooh, let's close that door. Let's close that a little bit. Stay in the comfort of the tent. Yeah, that's cool. Boiled cabbage in a Primus Etolite. I thought I'd give it a go. Just put a little bit of water in the bottom of the Etolite, boil it for a minute, and then turn it off and leave the lid on, and it's cooked it really well. It's just like steamed it in the hot water while it's without using any gas. Just left the lid on and let it steam. Cabbage water. That's got to be good for you.
So here we are at St. Loy campsite. That's where I rocked up last night. Just in the distance over there you can see the lizard. There we go. That headland over there is the lizard. So today I'm going to walk back down through these woods here, down to the coast, down to St. Loy's Cove, and then follow the coast path back to Mousel. It's probably about, well, looking on the map, it's about 8 kilometers. So not too far, but I'm not going to rush it. I'm just going to take my time and just enjoy the day, really. That tent is amazing. The Big Agnes Copper Spur. HVUL2, I think it is. Really cool. 1.2 kilograms, then you've got the ground sheet. It all comes in at about around about 1.4 kilograms. And it's a really good tent for that weight. I'm really impressed because my old tent was less than a kilo, but it was like it was just like a little coffin, you know. You literally had no room to cook or anything. And this morning it was drizzling with rain, and I was able to cook in the porch area or make a cup of coffee and cook some cabbage, and I could hear the rain outside, and it's just really comforting. It's a proper little home you can carry around with you. I love the fact that it doesn't weigh very much. It's amazing. There's a shower block down there, look, with the toilets and stuff. I'll be going to have a shower in a minute. The luxury of staying in the field for 10 quid a night. You can have a shower, use the toilet, get all fresh and get back on the road again. Kind of really far out here, really. Quite a quiet countryside place. Apart from a pheasant which insisted on waking me up this morning and squawking and walking around. He's gone now, somewhere he's gone. But he kept walking right around the tent, and he was on this table, and he was just around me all morning from around about 5:30. He kind of woke. He didn't wake me up because I was stirring anyway. But yeah, I think people must have fed him or something. He was just wanting some food, maybe. I'm probably not going to film too much now because I'm just stuck with my phone, like I explained before. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this one up. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you like, subscribe, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and keep an eye out for any more videos that I've got coming up. Adventures with Mark Horseblocks.